Those two whistles you just heard tell us that our engineer has received our all clear, and we will be pulling out of the depot at any moment. As we get ready to depart, let me remind you of a couple of the safety rules you'll need to know for our trip today. Please remember to remain seated at all times. This does include small children, as they are not permitted to stand on your lap, on the seat, or on the floor. If you have small children in your group, please have them sit in the center portion of your seat with an adult on the outside edges. Also, remember to keep all body parts inside the car at all times, and the use of tobacco products is not permitted during our trip. Thank you.
All right, everybody, quit push on the row in front of you, and let's help the train get going. Come on, everybody, push! There we go. Now that we are moving, y'all in the last couple cars here can wave goodbye to our depot master, Brian. Brian's up here in the middle of the depot on the left-hand side. Tell him we'll see him in about a day or two, a week at the most, but we have never been gone longer than a week. Bye, Brian. Now here at Dollywood, we're known as the friendliest place in the Smokies. That's us on the train to keep it that way. So we'll tap on the count of three. Let's give these folks a great big southern howdy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Howdy! Good job, everybody. We'll try that again a little bit later on. Coming up on your right here is going to be Dollywood's old-fashioned grist mill. It's one of the last operating grist mills left around today. That's the home of that world-famous cinnamon bread. If you hadn't tried any of that cinnamon bread, you definitely need to. I'd get 2 loaves up because one's not going to make it back to the car. Now y'all just keep on waving and being friendly with everybody, and I'll tell you a little bit about this roll and piece of history you're riding behind. December the 7th, 1941, came the attack on Pearl Harbor and the U.S. involvement in World War II. After the attack in Hawaii, it was determined that a military highway would be needed to protect Alaska from an invasion. So in 1942, the United States Army took over the White Pass Yukon Railroad in Skagway, Alaska, and used it to move materials that the personnel needed to build the Alcan Military Highway. In April of 1943, the Baltimore Locomotive Works out of Eddystone, Pennsylvania, built a narrow gauge Mikado style engine number 192. She weighs about 211,000 pounds and is a genuine coal-fired, steam-driven Type 282 locomotive. That 282 means she's got 2 small wheels in the front, 8 larger drawn wheels in the middle, and 2 small wheels in the back. To the White Pass Yukon Railroad and was commissioned into the United States Army. Now over 280,000 tons of supplies along with thousands of personnel travel behind this engine and others like her. That was up to 34 trains a day for the road construction, and in only 9 months, what they said to be impossible became possible. The Alcan Military Highway was completed. Bet y'all didn't realize you're being built up this mountain by 2 veterans of World War II. Here at Dollywood, we're proud of all of our veterans from all branches of the military, and our thoughts and prayers go out to those on active duty today. Do we have any veterans on the train with us today? Veterans, raise your hands, everyone. Let's give these folks a round of applause. Thank you for serving our country, and God bless each and every one of you. As the World War II is over, Engine 192 remained on the White Pass Yukon Railroad until her retirement in 1960. But in 1961, she was sold to an East Tennessee theme park named Silver Dollar City, Tennessee. And that is when she affectionately became known as Klondike Katie. Hey, don't get up to the engine and wave her hand up there. That's you. Give her a wave. She likes to be waved at. Y'all better hold on tight, though. She's not walking right job, Julie. Klondike Katy has remained with us through the years of the entire evolution of the park, from Rebel Railroad to Construction to Silver Dollar City, Tennessee, and on to the present day, Dollywood, where she continues her tradition of hard work. Now y'all just sit back and relax and listen to Klondike Katy pour us up those two mountains. Call these mountains places the blue smoke. The Smoky Mountains are the natural habitat for more flowering plants and trees anywhere else in the United States. Even in the air, you can hear the music of over 200 different species of birds. The Smokies are a never-ending song that changes with each season and with each pair of eyes. Dollywood, we're awful proud of Klondike Katy. She works real hard every day pulling lots of people up this mountain and back. We're proud of her so much we like to let her show off every now and again. So how about it, folks? Would y'all like to hear the engineer play a tune on that Lunkenheimer 3-chime whistle? Alright then, on the count of 3, let's all tell the engineer to blow the whistle. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Blow the whistle! Klondike Katy and Engineer Julie a round of applause. That was Engineer Julie and Klondike Katy saying thank you very much. Well, folks, if you look off to your left above the tree line up there, you'll be able to see just a portion of the Great Smoky Mountains. You can understand why the Cherokee called them places the Blue Smoke. Well over 100 years ago, there was over 1,200 farms that dotted the hills and hollers of these mountains. Then in 1901, a little logging operation known as the Little River Logging Company came into being, and they logged these mountains out till there just about wasn't nothing left. But in 1934, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt established the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. Fast forward to present day, and we are the most visited national park in the United States. Well, as we roll back down the mountain here, I'm going to put y'all on just a little bit of train music. Feel free to clap along and sing along. Just please don't get up and dance.
Casey Jones, he was a mighty man. Now he's resting in the promised land. The kind of music he could understand was a big clear driver under his command. He made the freight train boogie all the time. He made the freight train boogie as he rolled down the line. Womp womp, womp womp, womp womp, womp womp. He made the freight train boogie as he rolled down the line. Started ringing the bell, everybody on the line could tell. Casey Jones, he was a coming to town on a 6-8 wheeler that was burning the ground. He made the freight train boogie.
Well, folks, we're rolling through the financial district. If you look to your right, there's a bank. And if you look to your left, there's another bank. Y'all better laugh now. That's the best joke in this whole ride.
Womp womp, womp womp, womp womp. He made the freight train boogie as he rolled down the line.
Folks, you are now entering Boogertown, Tennessee. Folks, you are now exiting Boogertown, Tennessee. Look up to the engineer, wave at our fireman. That's Rowdy Ramblin' Rob up there. He's the one responsible for getting us all up here today by hand shoveling all that coal into the firebox. Our engines are operated the same way today as they were when they were very first built. On a busy day, Klondike Katie's going to burn up about 5 tons of coal, drink up about 5,000 gallons of water as she pulls an average of 4,000 to 5,000 people up this mountain a day. We're real proud of Klondike Katie and the guys and gals that operate her, and hope y'all enjoy riding behind them just as much as we do. Stop by and ride all the big rides up here in Timber Canyon and Wilderness Pass. You got Thunderhead, Mr. Mine, Drop Line, Wild Eagle, Tennessee Tornado, Fire Chaser Express. Plenty of good old roller coasters up here. My recommendation though is to stop by the bathroom first. after riding on Bum Car 3, which is Michael, and myself, Caleb, here on the back. We'd like to thank y'all for being such a great group today. Hope y'all have a great rest of the day here at Dollywood. They got lots of rides, games, and foods. Kids, you can go over there and play a game, win a big stuffed animal, and your mom and dad will carry it around for you for the rest of the day. They don't mind a bit.
Once again, folks, we would like to remind you to please remain seated until it is safe to exit. Please bear with us for a few moments when we stop. We have a few passengers on our last car that we'd like to give a little bit of a head start before everyone else leaves. Thank you, and enjoy yourself here at Dollywood.
Well, folks, now they get time for you to gather up all your personal belongings, backpacks, cameras, shopping bags, stuffed animals, children. Yeah, don't forget your kids. We had to take a few lost and found the other day. If you accumulated any trash along the way, be sure to drop it off in the barrels located up and down the boardwalk. As we come back into the depot, though, I need everyone to please remain seated. I will let you know when it's safe for you to exit. Remain seated, everyone. We're back, Tim. Remain seated, everybody, and I'll let you know when it is safe for you to exit. Remain